people who neither he nor I knew, and came back a few hours later to pick him up. I continued to do this with my first and then my second son for increasing amounts of time over the years, but soon I will pick my youngest son up for the last time. Okay. Let me take you back to where our story begins. In the spring of 2007, we're exploring preschools. This is tougher work than I realized because even though preschool was several months away, I had just found out that preschools have waiting lists. And to avoid being waitlisted, you have to register 9 months before you actually want your child to start. We toured a few schools, talked to lots of very nice people who would surely take excellent care of my child, and where he would have all kinds of opportunities to learn new and exciting things, but none felt quite right. And then I came to an open house, and I knew. I knew it was the right place for us because it felt like home. This was the place. And do you know what they wanted the kids to learn while they were here? They wanted them to get really, really good at playing. Which for me is the most important lesson to learn while you still have the chance. In my experience, I remember seeing a little girl painting with yellow paint and a feather, and to see the freedom and creativity and joy expressed through her art made a lasting impression and was a big part of the reason that we chose PPP. So we enrolled and September came, and now we're back to the beginning of the story. When I dropped him off that day in September for ease-in, Elliot was a loving, tentative, and zany 2-year-old. He got comfortable quickly, and I remember the 3rd or 4th day of ease-in as parents were exiting the classroom. He stood in the door, arms spread, keeping the mass of his new friends behind him, and he said, "Don't worry, guys, the mommies always come back." And so it was. 3 years later, Elliot had grown into a confident, creative, assertive 5-year-old who could write, build amazing things out of blocks, resolve conflicts with his friends, create with glue, pens, paper, pencils, staplers, envelopes, you name it. He could create with wood and nails, swing on the monkey bars, swing himself on the swings, make cinnamon toast, pick out his own clothes, totally ready for kindergarten. In January of 2008, our second son was born. This kid was born at PPP. One of his first outings was coming with me to a council meeting when he was just a couple of weeks old. He grew up at PPP. He crawled down these halls till he learned to toddle. Then he toddled down these halls, usually wearing nothing but a cloth diaper, and until he learned to run and swing and climb. Wesley has been a PPP kid his whole life. I'm not even sure we ever enrolled him. He was just born here. He's just here every day. But soon he'll be off to kindergarten too. And as the end of May nears, and so the end of our years as a daily part of this amazing family, I can't help but to think that sometimes in life, you're lucky enough to find a place where, even though you don't live here, it feels like home. If you're really lucky, the first place you ship your kids off to without you is a place like that. Full of adults who will love them and guide them and treat them like their own. And full of children who will befriend them and argue with them and play with them. And full of parents who become friends. And as with most homes in our lives, the time comes when you have to leave and move on to something else. Wherever we go, the impression that PPP has made on our family will be with us. To all of the teachers that we've known through the years, thank you. Thank you for loving my kids as though they were your own. You set the bar high, I told you that. You have helped me mold them into the fantastic people they are today. That's them. And your time, attention, and advice have been invaluable tools to me as a parent as well. There have been times over the last 6 years when I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it without you. Thank you also to all the parents who give so much of their time and energy to the school. It's true, you only get out of things as much as you put in, or in some cases, like this one, if you put in enough, you get back so much more. Thank you, guys.